25 years young. 25 years focused on better outcomes not only here, but in cardiovascular medicine. 25 years of new ideas, discovery, clinical research, and education resulting in continuous improvement in quality and results. 25 years of excellence in physicians, staff, processes, and outcomes through our work in cardiovascular research and education. With the help of the local community, the Foundation is one of the most comprehensive and innovative cardiovascular research and education facilities in the nation. All of this support, achievement, and recognition are producing great momentum as we stride forward into our next 25 years.
The heart of what I do is to try to make the most accurate, clear diagnosis. And it's clinical. But clinical alone takes care of any one patient, but it doesn't advance anything. And so what the Foundation offers is a way to take what we do and make it more clear, allow us to expand it to more people and to change what we do, to find out that maybe what we think is correct is not.
Well, an aortic dissection is a tear of the aorta, the biggest blood vessel in the body, and it's generally quite lethal if it's not detected. The mortality is 1% per hour for the first 2 days. So it's very important to make the diagnosis very quickly and institute the appropriate treatment. We have this level 1 heart attack program. It's a model nationally. And the things that are great about that are the time and the systematic approach. So it saves time and it's systematic. So we've taken those same principles and applied them to aortic dissection.
The Level 1 program, renowned nationally for its success in reducing the mortality rate of heart attack patients, began as a pilot study at the Foundation. Widely emulated, we have trained over 44 centers around the world in this protocol. Not satisfied by this achievement, cardiologists are expanding upon Level 1, advancing the treatment of patients through the COOL-IT program.
In the COOL-IT protocol, we institute cooling measures to provide therapeutic hypothermia to allow the brain to recover. This is a consistent occurrence that patients now who would have died are surviving, and surviving with high quality lives.
It's a miracle that I'm even here today and that I'm talking, because my heart had completely stopped. So they instituted what they called a cool down therapy, and Dr. Mooney cooled my body down as soon as he could so as to prevent brain damage when my heart restarted. Minutes and seconds mean the difference between whether or not only you're going to live, but whether or not your brain is going to function. I had an 11-year-old daughter at the time. She's now 12, and I've gotten to see her, do her band concerts and her dance recitals and the kinds of things that I just took for granted and that she probably did as well.
The Foundation provides the infrastructure for dedicated physicians to investigate, evaluate, and continuously improve. The Foundation then disseminates this knowledge, improving the lives of generations to come. The Women's Heart Health Program at the Foundation is striving to eliminate the gap in clinical care for women relative to men. We are piloting several novel studies addressing the holistic needs of female patients.
More women die every year relative to men of coronary artery disease. Nationwide, there's a gap in knowledge about women and their treatment.
We're also doing the AWARE trial. This is a multi-center trial. Dr. Tim Henry is the principal investigator on, and it's looking specifically at women and being treated with gene therapy that have refractory angina. So these are women that don't have any other options for opening their coronary arteries.
Dr. Marin, considered the foremost expert in the world on HCM, has pioneered innovative standards of diagnosis and treatment.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the most common cause of sudden death in young people, and that includes trained athletes. The opportunity to establish this program 15 years ago really rests with the idea of the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation to create a situation in which there was the time and resources available to put together a national international center.
There are probably about 50 to 60,000 patients right now, particularly the elderly, that are not being treated because they're not considered good candidates for surgery or adequate candidates for surgery. Based on our pilot trial findings, we have put together a initial phase of a pivotal trial. So we're very excited about this. A lot of the other centers in the country who hope to be joining us are very excited.
Cardiovascular diseases is one of the leading causes of death, even in developing part of the world. With that thing in mind, with a kind donation and help from some of our patients, we established a program specifically for global outreach. This program is called ICORE, which stands for International Cardiac Outreach, Research and Education. And that is the reason we, as a physician group at Minneapolis Heart Institute, do these things day in and day out with a hope that what we are doing today will be done better tomorrow.
At the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation, we have a very successful internship program, which is for college students, usually those that are interested in going to medical school. And they observe what is being done clinically. They are observed in the collection of data for research studies, and in many cases are complete the projects and actually have presented these at national meetings and in some cases written papers.
This premier research-intensive setting creates the environment for extraordinary ideas in science to yield new discoveries. Research changes the practice of medicine.
I think that stem cells have the potential to really transform the way we look at cardiovascular medicine. And really at the foundation, we've been able to be at the forefront of this. It's really a group effort. There's a lot of people involved in this. When I became director of research less than 6 years ago, we hadn't even thought about the concept. Our job is to really provide education and research that keeps us on the cutting edge, that continues to provide new options for those patients who've ran out of options.
The need for ongoing research, ongoing education that goes hand in hand with that is never greater. In fact, it's increasing exponentially over time.
We are uniquely positioned to make even more startling gains in cardiovascular medicine. Very few places in the country have achieved this level of high-tech, high-touch, interdisciplinary practice. We are a leading-edge testing ground for translational research, generating new knowledge, new techniques, and new procedures. While we already lead on many fronts, imaging, adult stem cells, and education, we are not stopping there. We are striving to become one of the premier institutions for cardiovascular research and education in the world. The future is preventing the heart event before it occurs. Together, we can conquer heart disease, and together, we will.